Hello people of YouTube, how are you today? It is me, Abby, and today I am super excited because we are doing another foundation review. But not on just one foundation, on two. Today we're going to be testing out the Colourpop No Filter Liquid Foundation and the No Filter Stick Foundation. I am very excited, but I have a little bit of concerns right now because when I bought these online, let's just say like when you go foundation shopping online, it's difficult as hell, you know? I bought the same shade, and I thought it'd be a little easy considering the fact that they have like a little test that you can do to see, like, like what would be the best shade for you. So it's like, how light are you? For me, I would be considered fair. Like if you could see my chest and my back and whatever, I am fair. Like I usually if I buy foundations, like for example, my favorite foundation at the moment, the L'Oreal Infallible, I am 420. And this would be considered a fair foundation, because it was like one of the first three. And for these, this was the third in the shade. And this one looks a little light for me. And this one looks to be around my same shade. But the problem I have is that when I swatch these, on my wrist, this one looked darker than this one. But these are the exact same shade in fair 05. Like I took the test, I said fair, yellow undertones, and this is what came out, But I'm gonna give it a fair shot, and we're gonna be doing a full day wear test and seeing how both of these match up against each other and to see if they have the same effect or not. So let's get started. Okay, I just got my eyeshadow and my eyebrows done. Today I did my eyebrows a little weird. I didn't fill in with pomade, try to do like a gradient. Today I wanted to keep it very natural because I'm not doing a lot today. All I'm doing today is going to be watching my nephews and maybe later hanging out with friends. And so I'm just like, why do I want to do like this whole step process to make my eyebrows look awesome and dramatic when, they could be natural and cute too. Like I think they look kind of cute today. I haven't done pencil brows in so long that it feels a little weird. And seeing them, I'm like, I don't hate it, but I'm not used to it, But anyway, I finished my eyeshadow today, again, keeping it very, neutral. Just used one color from the James Charles palette, like that one cool tone shade, and just blended it over my eye. And now we're ready for foundation. I'm going to be splitting my face in half, and I'm going to be doing the liquid on this side and the stick on this side. Let's start with the stick, because I feel like that'll be a little easier to mark out. Hey guys, okay, as I'm putting on the stick foundation, I noticed that, it was a little lighter than I thought, but it did have my undertones down, to a T. It was really good. My only problem, really, with this foundation is I wish there was a little more coverage because it's definitely a medium to full coverage, but I feel like, if I added a couple more layers, it would have been good. Now that I'm going in with a liquid foundation, the thing I noticed right off the bat is, it is much lighter than I thought it would be. It is lighter than the other side, for sure. But, I did go back with, the other side of my sponge to fix the cream side. Some sides I didn't notice, so I'm not blending the foundations together, just so you know. I am keeping them separated as best as I can. But they both apply really good. The liquid side is definitely more full coverage than the other side, but it is looking good and I am really liking it, so yeah. Okay, I just finished putting on the foundation. With both of them on, they do look very similar. This one does seem to be a little bit darker and matches with my skin a little nicer, but it's more on the medium coverage side than a full coverage foundation, which is something I do like a little bit more because it does look a little bit more natural and skin-like. But, it's not a bad, skin coat. It's much lighter than I thought it was going to be. On this side, though, as you can tell that I accidentally put too much. Usually if I use my all-time favorite L'Oreal one, 3 pumps is good. But I think I forgot that I was doing half my face. So I think I only needed 1 pump because I have a lot of foundation that is wasted. And what I noticed with this one is that it is much more full coverage. It covered up. It's more medium to full coverage, but it covered up a lot. It covered up my bags, it covered up my forehead. But the only thing I don't like is that you can tell there's definitely a little bit more of a harsh divide. On camera, you can't see it that much, but I blended as much as possible, but you can definitely tell that this is much lighter on me. But it is my exact undertone because I am very yellow. And I remember I said this in the past that I was more pink tone, but that was because I found out that I have super sensitive skin, so like any kind of like touch, would cause my skin to be irritated and look pink. But now I know I'm yellow, so I want to see how this is with concealer, so let's film that. Okay, going in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, I wanted to go with this one because it's more of a natural concealer. Like I said, I wanted to be a little more natural today. The thing, I was a little scared because when I first put it on, it looked darker than the foundation. So I was a little nervous, but as I blended it in, it looked, it looked lighter. I was less scared. It looked really nice. It blended really well into the foundation. Now I'm going in with my Coty Airspun powder and I'm baking. It's looking really nice, actually. It is baking very well. It's taking to the powder, and my face was looking pretty good. It was nice and flat, no creases. It was doing pretty good, if I could say so myself. Okay, right off the bat, now that I have powdered and let everything settle, I'm not sure if on camera you could see it, but definitely there's more of a difference. Like, this side looks more like my skin. Like, if I go like this, you can definitely see, like, it looks like more my skin tone, but still a little pale. On this side, though, again, you can't see it on camera, but because it looks on camera like my exact skin tone, but in real life, this is 10 times lighter. Not 10 times, it's more like 1, 2, 3 shades lighter than my actual skin tone. And I was a little nervous when I put my concealer on because I'm not sure if you could tell, but at first it looked darker than the actual foundation. And when I put this foundation, we'll do the liquid, next to my L'Oreal one, you could definitely see that this one is much darker than this one. So I was a little nervous at first, but now that I've been looking at it, like, it doesn't look bad. I definitely think, like, I look too pale and I look a little weird right now, and I do need to, like, bronze up, but I don't think it's that bad of a match. And now that I've, like, blended it together, I really like how it's looking. My skin looks really good, actually, like, really good right now. I really like it. I'm a little powdery at the moment because, I was packing on the powder and I have a ton of powder right now. Right now, I'm going to bronze, put blush and highlight on, and then I'll be back after I finish my makeup. Okay, I have finished the rest of my makeup, and it is literally taking me an hour and 45 minutes just to do this because of the fact that I'm not sure if you saw in the, when I was, like, putting on the foundation and stuff, the ball on my septum popped off and fell on the floor, and I didn't notice until I started doing my bronzer. Like, even the video, I heard it fall, and I was like, but then I didn't notice that it fell on the floor for over an hour. I stopped doing my makeup to find it, and I literally searched my entire room for a tiny metal ball. I did find it, obviously. It was by my painting across the room, over there, and it took me an hour to find it when it was literally a foot away from me. And then it took me another 30 minutes to put it back on because as you know, I cannot see for shit. So, let's get back on with the review. Again, I think you can see that I finished my makeup. It's very natural. I decided because, my eyes are so natural, my face is so natural. In fact, I toned it down on the blush. Like, who am I? And I didn't even put blush on my nose. I think if you noticed that, and I didn't, super contour my nose, there's something wrong with me right now. Like, I don't do natural eyebrows. If I do natural eyeshadow, I hate doing natural eyeshadow because I'm going to just say that real quick. I have a scar on my eye right here, and I think you can tell it doesn't like to take eyeshadow as much as this eye. So, I had to deal with that. But, in the end, I think that this makeup look came out really good. Looking at the foundations on the cream side, I've noticed that it is still medium to full coverage because, on certain parts, it's very full coverage. You cannot see my bags. A little pimple is showing, but I'm not sure if I got it. That's why. But it's looking very good. It looks more matte than I thought it would be. I'm not a matte foundation person. I am more of a satin to dewy. Hey guys, okay. I'm cutting off Abby right now when she's doing the review because I said dewy. I hate fucking dewy foundations. I didn't mean to say dewy. I meant to say skin-like foundations. Something that kind of looks like your skin but better but has more coverage. I don't like dewy foundations. I like to look kind of dewy, but I don't like dewy foundations because of the fact that even though I have dry skin, it still doesn't like to cling onto my oilier parts, which is the top of my nose, my eyes, and a little bit of my forehead. Everywhere else is super dry, so like it looks, you could see a difference, you know. So I meant to say skin-like person because, as you guys know, I have combination skin. I'm more dry than oily. I only get oily under my eyes, but I pack the powder under there, so there's, you know, never a real problem. But like, you know, the sides of my nose are doing good. Under the that was a view. Is doing good. No creasing in the forehead. I always get creasing in my chin no matter what I do. I have a very deep chin. That's like the one part, like, you know, that gets to me. But on the stick foundation side, I've already noticed a couple problems. Like right here, it's a little more kicky, but I think that part is my fault for not powdering in time because, again, I did say that I was spending an hour over this, so I think the foundation dried before I could put like more powder. But I tried to fix it as much as possible, and it doesn't look bad. But I've also noticed that it is cleaned onto my wrinkles on my under eye right here. That's like my also problem, and also the fact that you could see a little more discoloration from my you know, from my bags. But also the fact that, again, I was using more of a natural-esque concealer than Naked Skin. I don't use this often, you know. If I use this, it's more for natural looks. Like it's more medium coverage. It's nice. It's not my favorite. I do prefer Shape Tape more, but again, I wanted to keep this look very natural today, besides the lips. But overall, it's looking really good. I did put setting spray on already. It doesn't look powdery. It's holding up real good. This side is looking a little bit more full coverage now that I see it. Under the nose is good. Forehead's okay. I'm going to be wearing this all day and doing check-ins with you guys. So, see you next time. Just so you know that right now, it is currently 1:44. So, I'll see you on the next time. Hey guys, it's been roughly about 45 minutes now since I've done my makeup. I also forgot to mention that because I was looking for my nose ring piercing, that you know, you obviously know I did my foundation before, so I've had it on for technically like an hour and 45 minutes because, again, I said I was looking for it for an hour and I had already powdered my face. So I've just been at home right now waiting to get picked up by my sister so I can go watch my nephews. So, like, today has already been just a little bit boring. I'm just waiting to get picked up by my sister right now, so I've just been painting. And I kind of want to show it off for some reason because I'm not done with it, but I really am liking it. You know what I mean? So this is what I've been doing so far. I kind of just got done. This part has already dried. This part's still a little, like, wet. That's dry. The sky is dried. I'm still not done with it. I'm not sure what I want to do with it yet. I think I want to add more of the white just, like, right here. But, like, I've been, like, working on this for so long now. Like, I've been working on this for maybe about 2 weeks. And I'll do, like, not, like, 2 weeks consecutively. Like, the last 2 weeks, 3 or 4 times, putting in a couple hours. So, I've been working on this for, like, the last hour. And I'm still not sure what I want to do with it yet. Because I feel like it still needs something. I was trying to replicate this old painting that I did when I was in my sophomore year of high school. So that was like 3 years ago. And this one's shitty. Like, this is not my best work. But, you know, I was trying to, like, recreate it, but make it look a little bit nicer. No purple. Kind of do, like, this kind of moment, because I really like that rustic look. But do it more modern, if that makes sense. So I'm not done with it yet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. But let me know in the comments, so. Hey guys, okay, it's been about 2.5 hours now. Right now I'm taking my nephew to the park and he's just playing. And doing a check-in, like, both foundations are doing pretty good. They're holding up really well. In fact, I think it looks better now than when I first applied it. So it's doing really, really good. Also, the one thing I've noticed is that, like, there's no creasing under my eyes. I'll be there in a second. That's my nephew. I love him. But from what I've noticed, everything's looking pretty good. There's like no real creasing under the eyes. That's just my wrinkles because I'm an old lady. But hey, they're both doing pretty good. See you in the next couple hours. Hey guys, also forgot to mention, it's been like another 30 minutes, but it is currently 98 degrees out and I'm sweating. I'm not sure if I mentioned that before, but it is, and I am tired and hot, and I've been running around watching my nephew all freaking day. So, whew. Hey guys, okay, I've had the makeup on for another 2 hours now. So it's probably been a good 5-ish hours. And the side with the, the liquid foundation is it's holding up pretty well. I haven't noticed like any bumps or creases besides a little bit of my nose right there. You can obviously see. On the stick side, that's weird. Remember how I said there's a little creasing earlier? Not as much as this side, but they both have a little creasing around the nose, but that happens to me a lot. My chin, the foundation on my chin just came off, but I was eating earlier, so I already know that. It's holding up pretty well. There's still a little bit of wrinkles under, like more wrinkles on this eye than this eye. But overall, the makeup is being held well. And now they look like the same color, which is weird. Like I said earlier, like this side blended in a little bit better than this side, but right now they're looking really good. So I'll see you in a little bit. Hey guys, I'm doing an 8-hour check-in. I just got back from Chick-fil-A. I was watching my nephew for a couple hours, and then we decided to go out and get Chick-fil-A for dinner. And I got like the waffle fries. My lipstick for some Jeffree Star hanging on good because like it didn't come off, so I'm happy. I did get a little bit on my chin though, a little bit of food coming off, like foundation coming off the chin. But overall, it's holding up pretty well. Like if you see my face, there's not a lot of creasing. Like that was from a nail mark from me scratching my face. Like, so if you see that teeny little mark, that's my nail, not foundation. It is creased under my nose, like both sides, like terribly. Like, but you can't see it, but that always happens with foundation because I have such deep crevices on the sides of my nose. There's not a lot of creasing, it's just barely starting right here. Forehead's looking good. Nose is wiped off a little bit, but that is also from me like wiping, so my fault. Other side, it is like for me. It feels a little more cakey, and it feels like I would have to touch up. But like overall, it's doing good. I got some major creasing though under the eye. I'm not sure if you could see that. I have trouble seeing, and I could still seeing it. Like I have really trouble seeing out of this eye, so trying to look is a little hard for me. But I could definitely see some creasing. And a little bit more, like, if I go into the light, this side to me looks much more shiny, and it's not the highlighter, so you can definitely see it. I'll be back with the last check-in right now. Hey, guys. Okay, it is officially the end of the day. I'm done. I have to take this off because I'm going crazy. As you can tell, I changed my lip. I have had this foundation on now for about 11.5 hours, almost 12. And it's like, I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. My eyebrows have, like, my eyebrow, I wiped some of it off. I'm not sure if you can see. But, like, it's getting shiny. Shit ton of creasing. It's almost off my chin. Let me see. The cream side, I think, held up the best. Even though, like, I was, like, rubbing at my chin and stuff. Like, the liquid foundation, I think looks really good. I liked it. I just think the next time I need to get a darker shade because I do feel like this is a little light even for me, and I'm albino. But the stick side, I actually thought I was going to like a little bit more. But, I think I'd have to try both of them out again because, where am I going with this? Sorry. It's late. I'm tired. I think I'm going to try the stick one out again because of the fact that I was eating and I was, like, wiping my face and stuff. And I had my glasses on earlier to fix something. And you can see my glasses lines. My makeup is creasing under my eyes. My eyeshadow's creased. I need to get this off. So it has been a total of, again, almost 12 hours. So with this foundation, I definitely say, like, it is approved. Like, it is a great foundation. Like, this one is more full coverage than this one. So if you want something that's a little bit more medium to full coverage, because you don't, want that full coverage base. I understand that's my thing too. This is really, really good for you, the stick one. But if you want something that's like completely full coverage, is really good, this one. The only thing I could say that I don't like about both foundations is that it leans more towards the matte finish at first. And for me, I'm not a matte person. Like, I like a skin-like finish. Like, not dewy, not matte and dry because of the fact that I do have combination skin. But I think within the first hour I was having like a little iffy on it because of the fact that it kind of didn't look like the same color. But now I feel like it's settled and they both look like the same color. And also the fact that I could feel it. I could definitely feel the foundation on me. But after a while, I don't feel it anymore. I feel it now because of like the oils from my face and the fact that it's just been on my face for so long. But I would definitely wear these foundations again. You just got to be careful when you're eating or in the sun. Like, again, I was in the sun for maybe about an hour or so with my nephew in 98-degree weather running around, and it stayed pretty good. Like, I went out, I asked my sister, and she just said that both foundations look the same. They look nice. It's just a blank canvas. And then another friend of mine who also saw my face said that, the foundations, again, look the same. So, I think just the difference is coverage-wise, or the fact that, some people do prefer stick foundations over liquid foundations, so I agree with that. It just depends on personal preference. But both the Colourpop No Filter Liquid Foundation and the Colourpop No Filter Stick Foundation is approved. If you want to get something like this one was $8, I believe, and this one was $12, and then shipping is $5. That is not a bad price for some foundations that last pretty well and they have good coverage to them. I don't know what about my skin, because usually if I wear foundations for a long time, I tend to break out. So I'm a little nervous about that. I will let you know if that happens. But overall, this was good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me using the Colourpop No Filter Stick and Liquid Foundation, doing the review, try on, wear test, whatever you want to call it. I really enjoyed it. I like both foundations. I'll tend to use them. And that's really weird for me. I've told you this guy before, I have trouble finding foundations because of the fact that I am more, I do have combination skin, and I have, my finish and then the undertone and all that other, stuff. So the fact that I was able to find a foundation that, even though it is lighter, it does work, you just need a little bronzer, you're good. So in the end, like the foundation, I recommend it. So I hope you guys again enjoyed this video. I've been rambling now, so I apologize for that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe. Follow me on my socials in the link down in the description. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Check it out. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. Bye.